What is up, guys? I know I look a little bit cray right now, but that is because I literally woke up like this.
I woke up like this. I woke up like this. We flawless. Ladies, tell them I woke up like this. I woke up like this. We flawless. Ladies.
So today's my day off and I wanted to be as productive as possible. So I woke up pretty early. I literally brushed my teeth and got in the shower, and now I'm here in front of my camera to record for you guys because I have to get ready and do my makeup anyways. So I figured, why not film this video now while I have the time. Today I'm going to be doing a comparison / review on two amazing products, and that is Estee Lauder's Double Wear Maximum Cover and the Stay in Place Foundation. This one, I mean, there's like 20 million probably reviews on YouTube about it, and everybody loves it. I have yet to see somebody not like this foundation. So that is basically why I got it. I was needing a new foundation and I was looking online for like full coverage foundation, and I came across those 20 million reviews on this, and I probably watched all of them. But this is kind of like its sister that nobody talks about, because there really wasn't that many reviews as there is on this one for this one. With that being said, I have been using this foundation for almost a year now, and I am usually in the shade Tawny, but I have been tanning lately, so I am darker. Tawny is too light for me now. I had to go pick up a darker color, and as I'm picking this up, I saw this one and I'm like, interesting. I love makeup, but I don't really like keep up with the trends and see like, oh my god, this is releasing this day and this brand has these new products. Like, I don't really follow up with makeup that much to know when things come out. I don't know when this came out. I don't know if one came out before the other one. I have no idea. I just know that this one obviously gets a lot of attention, a lot of reviews. So this is, I didn't even do much research into Estee Lauder's foundation line. I just knew I wanted this one. So I literally had no clue about this one until I went to the store to pick up this one about 2 days ago. So yeah, $80 later, here I am with both, because I couldn't not get this one just in case if I didn't like this one, I still had at least a foundation that worked for me. So to do this comparison, I decided to literally just split my face on the middle. This half is going to be the maximum cover, and I chose this side because this is where I have mainly my breakouts. So I want you guys to see how good the coverage is. And then this side, I am going to be doing the Stay in Place foundation. I'm literally going to be using the same primer, the same beauty blender to apply it. Everything's going to be the same, even when I do my makeup on top. The only thing that's going to be different is, you know, half and half are going to be two different foundations. But first, I want to go ahead and talk about the products, talk about the price, what they claim to do, and all of that good stuff. I picked mine up from my local Lord & Taylor, and they were $42 each. And I picked both of these up in 4W1, which is Honey Bronze. So for the maximum cover, it says it is maximum cover camouflage makeup for face and body, SPF 15 for all skin types, 12-hour staying powder, soothing, natural looking liquid cream makeup can be used to camouflage scars, birthmarks, sunspots, spider veins, and tattoos. It claims to be waterproof, also non-acnegenic, and it is dermatology tested. Now the Stay in Place claims to be for all skin types. 24-hour staying powder looks fresh and flawless through heat, humidity, non-stop activity, won't change color, smudge, or come off on clothes. Lightweight and so comfortable you won't believe it's long wear. Medium buildable coverage, won't clog pores, oil controlling, oil free, fragrance free, and dermatology tested. I've been wearing this for almost a year now, and I can literally attest to all of that is absolutely true. I obviously haven't tried it for 24 hours, but I've tried it for damn near 24 hours because, you know, the occasional oops, I fell asleep in my makeup, and I wake up still looking pretty flawless. As far as packaging, they are different. This is the Stay in Place, just the jar with no pump, and it's a very runny consistency. And then this is the maximum cover that comes in this little tube that you can squeeze out, and this one is very thick. And they both carry the same amount of foundation, which is 1 fluid ounces. So let's go ahead and get started with actually applying it. And as I'm going through it, I'm going to be talking a little bit more about each foundation. So I am going to be priming my face with Smashbox Photo Finish. and I'm gonna be applying that to both sides on my face. If you saw my full face makeup tutorial, you know that I typically like to put concealer on mainly on my chin or any spots that I have a breakout or that is red, just to kind of serve as a double layer of coverage. But honestly, I'm not even gonna do it this time because this foundation is thetruth.com, and you'll see that I don't even need to do it with this, which is why I like it, because I'm using less product of my concealer, and also it lets my skin kind of breathe a little bit more because it doesn't have those 2 layers, and obviously in the long run that is better for my skin. So I'm going to be starting out with the maximum cover, and like I said, I'm going to apply it to this side of my face because this is mainly where I have my breakouts and redness, so it'll show you guys how good of a coverage it is. So I guess I'm going in to half of my face. As you can see, it's already covering so much. Wow. Like, I honestly don't even know where to start with this foundation. I just want to know where it hasn't been my entire life. It literally looks like you have a new set of skin on your face. This is crazy. What I love about it is that as soon as you put it on, it dries to like a powder finish. So I don't even have to put powder on this. That's one thing that I like better than this one, because this one, even though it does say it's a powder finish, I feel like I have to set it with powder in order to get that like powdery finish that I was looking for. With this one, I'm already there. Like, what is powder? It is so full coverage, but it is so lightweight. This foundation kind of resembles the MAC Studio Fix Fluid, except this is way heavier. If you love this, you know it has pretty good coverage, but you definitely feel it on your skin. All right, now let's move on to the Double Wear Stay in Place. I don't know if you guys can tell on camera, but in person I could tell that this is a lot more matte and powder finish versus this still has a little bit of that wet, dewy look. Don't get me wrong, this side doesn't look bad at all. It's just that this is the finish that I prefer, a very matte powder finish. So like I read, the maximum cover says that it covers tattoos, scars, all of that stuff. So I'm gonna put it to the test and see how good the coverage is. I'm gonna cover these sleeves. I'm gonna do one with the Stay in Place and then one with the maximum cover, so you kind of can compare and contrast the coverage of both foundations. Alright, so excuse my tripod. This was the best I could do to get this angle. So first I'm gonna be going in with the maximum cover. That's probably a little too much, but let's go. Oops, great. So let's go ahead and test this out. Okay. I'm probably just gonna go up some because I have so much product. And now I'm gonna go in with the Stay in Place and do the other half. So it's an instant difference, definitely not even close to the same coverage. Obviously this one you can still kind of see the hard lines, the darker lines. But I think it did a pretty good job for just one coat versus this one I see all of my tattoo basically. So I'm gonna go ahead and go in with another layer and see what that does. Okay, so I feel like with the second layer, The stay in place definitely covered a bit more of it, but nothing like the maximum cover. So it definitely lives up to its name. I definitely think that for tattoos it's pretty good, especially if you're doing 2 layers. But for like scars or any birthmarks, it'll definitely easily cover them up if it covers up a tattoo this easily. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and finish the rest of my face, do my hair, finish getting ready, and then I'm gonna go ahead and give you my final thoughts on these foundations. Alright guys, I am done getting ready and I am ready with my little notebook full of notes to give you my final thoughts on both of these foundations. So now that all my face is done and both foundations have set in my face for about 20 minutes now, I can definitely say that you cannot tell that I'm wearing 2 different foundations on my face right now. They both finish the exact same and they feel the exact same on my face. They are both super lightweight, literally almost the exact same foundation with a couple differences. First, I want to talk about how blendable these foundations are. They both are pretty blendable. I will say that the stay in place is definitely a lot easier to work with just because it is more fluid and it gives you a little bit more time to blend everything in place, whereas the maximum cover, you do have to work a little bit faster. Another thing that I want to mention is that I've already worn this one 2 days in a row, both for long periods of time. I was out from the morning all the way to the nighttime, and when I got home, I did notice that my skin was pretty oily. I mean, it takes a couple hours before the oil starts to come through the foundation. I definitely have to touch up the maximum cover at least once or twice while I'm out and about, whereas the stay in place, I don't have to touch it at all. I can literally be out from the morning to nighttime and not have to touch it up once the oil doesn't come through. I really don't know what magic they put into the stay in place. So these are both amazing foundations that it's kind of hard to pick just one. But I will say, depending on what you're wanting the foundation for is what I would recommend. If you're looking for more of an everyday or long wear foundation, I definitely recommend the stay in place just because of how well it lasts on the skin throughout the day, especially if you have oily skin and don't want to be touching it up every couple of hours. Definitely go with the stay in place. But now if you're going to an event or maybe you're going on a date or something that's gonna last only a few hours, I definitely recommend the maximum cover. It's really hard to explain because it's very subtle difference, but I noticed it it's more of a powder finish. Like I said, it feels and looks like you have a new layer of skin on your face. It makes your skin look like it has a filter on it 24/7. It looks so airbrushed and so pretty. So definitely for events, I would say the maximum cover. But if you can afford to get both, definitely get both because you cannot go wrong with both of these foundations. Alright, and that is all guys. I hope you enjoyed this video and hopefully gave you a little bit more insight on both of the foundations. If you liked it, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Also, don't forget to comment and subscribe. And I'll catch you guys in my next video.